Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Discriminating Gamer. So, who do you call to get help with your Bluetooth? The dentist. So, today we're going to take a look at Napoleon's Conquest from Fellowship of Simulations. Now, this is a 2 or 3 to 5 player game that's going to play in about 2 to 4 hours. And basically, what you're going to do is you're going to recreate some of the battles in the Napoleon era. All right, so let's go down to the table, let's open this thing up, and let's see what's inside. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This is Napoleon's Conquest from Fellowship of Simulations. Now, this is a multiplayer game set in the Napoleon era, designed by Bruno Lamonte. Okay, and let's get that backside. What do we got here? Okay, we got 3 to 5 players. Playing time is about 2 to 4 hours. Now, there's a campaign game and short scenarios, and you're looking at ages 14 and up. Bunch of playing cards coming in here as well. But that map, I'll tell you what, that is one busy looking map. Whew! I can't wait to see what that looks like in actual time. And these cards look like they're multi-use cards. And if they are, that excites me a ton because I really like multi-use cards. So let's stop talking and just get this thing open. All right. Okay, slide this guy here. Get this plastic going. Oh, yeah. Love the smell of plastic in the morning. Okay, here we are. Napoleon's Conquest. And what do we got? Who is a busy box inside? Okay, so first thing we're going to get is we're going to get a lot of wooden components. Well, not a ton, but we got some big discs, we got some regular wooden cubes, and there's one little 6-sided dice in there. So there you go. These all look good. No problems there. I'm actually, I must be a Eurogamer at heart because I have zero problems with wooden components. They work just perfectly fine for me. Now, cards. I'm going to put them off to the side for right now. We're going to go back to the cards. We're going to look at those here in a little bit. Let's get this guy off of here. And what do we have? These are the different players it looks like we get to play as. So, start here. Alexander the First. All right. And I don't know what any of this stuff is, but I tell you what, I love the look of that artwork right there. Fantastic. Okay. I got to look real fast. Yep, the artwork's going to be the same on the back, all of them. So, let's go through the rest of these. Bronze the second. Now, if all these boards are the same, I am having a hard time. I can't tell. I'm not looking that close at them. So if they're a little bit different, you guys are going to have to let me know. I can see up here where it's going to be a little bit different. Sections of these may actually be the same. There's Napoleon. So there might be some sections that are different and some that are going to be the same. But I'll have to go back after all this and take a look and see what we have. Okay, so now we're going to have combat results table. So I'll kind of span this one or move this around for you. So we got your attacker defender, and then there's going to be the bottom half of that chart. And on the back side, we got alliances. Woo! Yep, got to have alliances, don't you? There we go. Get all that in right there for you. Perfect. We're going to have some money coins, money. All right. Wow, it's kind of blank on the backside. That kind of surprises me, especially since, they just artwork to one side. But there you go. Okay, they punch, no problem, so I don't have a problem with that. But we'll put them off to the side as well. Now, what do we have here? We have the rules of the game. Oh my. This is like but they said it's a campaign game, so that's probably why. But this is I'm not seeing page numbers on these, but this is a thick old honking book. So let's see what we got here. 36 pages. That's what we have. Okay. Now, this is what I want to look at. We got our initial setup. We're going to have our advisor resolution phase, our alliances, troop movement, combat, victory conditions. That's on page 27. Yeah, additional rules is on 32. So this looks like it is going to be a rules-heavy game. That's okay. As long as everything is explained in here to where I can understand it, we'll get this one played. Okay, here's our initial setup. It's kind of telling you all the different parts of your board. This map, I cannot wait to get that map on the table because, man, that map looks busy. It looks phenomenal, though, but yeah, it looks a little busy. Got your turn order track and how that's all going to work. Society, military action zone. Here's all your alliances. Troop movements. There we go. So it looks like we're going to have some little chick counters when we're putting on the map board. So it looks like there's just a lot of roadways down in there, but you're just basically using the outer regions. So that should be fine as long as they're defined really well. Resolve on combat. Action card phase. We got our victory conditions. Unit summary. All right. And characteristics of the nation. And here's all your additional rules. Negative effects on some cards. Some definitions. That's always good to have. There you go. Okay. Fellowship of Simulations. Oh, yeah. Here's some of the other games. So, yeah, Vendée 95. I know we have that. I think we just posted something on that not too long ago. We haven't had a chance to play it yet, but yeah, it looks excited. And oh yeah, see there, it looks like a back page. That's the map. Very nice. I like it. Whew, there's gonna be a lot of reading on that one. All right, here's all the different tokens. Now there's not a lot of tokens, so it don't look like we're putting a whole bunch on the board. So that's actually gonna take up a lot of space. And it looks like everything's printing one-sided in this game, is what it looks like. Okay, so here's our board. Let's move those maps off to the side. Or the cards off to the side. Oh no, there's some more tokens in the bottom of that box. I just found them. And let's see what this map is going to look like. Now, I'm going to have to pan this thing around because this map is super large. Looks like it is an 8-panel map. I was not expecting it nearly to be this large. And I'm trying to figure out now how to fully open this up. All right, so let's see. I'm going to try to zoom out a little bit. Okay. Because, yeah, this map is just ginormous. Let's move some more stuff off the table. And here we go. So, as you can see, there's half the map right there. Now, I could zoom in just a little there. Very nice. So it looks like our alliances track right here, our military, neutral capitals, our turn order track, game turns, victories are down here. And if we switch over to this side, because yeah, there's your map half right there. We got our society track down here, our morale track over here. Oh my gosh, I'll tell you what, because this map looks so cool, I'm going to try to give you a little more detail on some of this stuff. How's that? Oh, there we go. We got Moscow right up there. Okay, there's that society track. Can't quite get it all in. My little camera post is in the way. All right, but there you go. Look at the detail, man. It looks like they just took this thing right off of an actual geographical map and just printed it. Looks really good. We got London right there. And then there's those other tracks. Okay. Game turn, your initiative, your finance, your morale, society, neutral capitals. There's that military, the diplomacy track. And I got to kind of do that, but there's your alliances track right there. Okay. And then, of course, there's your victories. Okay. Woo! Wow. And the backside is just going to be solid white. But that is a large map, folks. Ay, caramba. So let's get everything back in here. Put him off to the side. And we did have, down in the very bottom of this thing, another sheet, one-sided counters. So, and maybe they're just like that, so that way, you know, everybody else doesn't know what they are. That's going to be my theory, but I'm going to try to get these in here so you can see a little better. But they are tiny. All right, a little artwork on those, but they look really good. I hope they're coming across as good on the camera as they are here, because me looking at them, they're really good. But I do like them. Okay, so let's put that off the side. I've got a lot of counters I got to punch. So how's it all going to fit back in the box? Easy peasy. Those are going to go there. That's going to go there. We're going to put this right here. And you know what? I'm going to put this stuff over here. And you're probably thinking, Ray, you forgot something. No, I did not. Okay, I just wanted to get the other stuff in the box because I had it scattered all over the place. So let's take a look at our cards and let's see what our cards are going to do. Now, okay, these ones are actually going to open relatively easy. So let's see what the back side of these is going to look like. See if they're all grouped together, how they are. All right. Okay, so I have zero clue why that's going to look like that. So we got secret aim. Okay, so let's pull those off to the side as well. Definitely got to figure out what some of these cards are. And then, okay, so it looks like this is our different eras. Yeah, so these are definitely our different eras. Okay, I'll flip through the cards and see. I might even be able to zoom in just a little bit more, make it easier for you. Actually, that makes it worse for me. Yeah, that does. Holy crud. Let's do this. Okay, I'll just do this. So we can get a good look at them. I hope you can see those okay. But looks like we got a lot of different people in our eras. Different incidents, the London Geographical Society. So I'm curious how the multiplay of these, because it looks like we're going to play for this, This icon's probably going to do something. Maybe we're playing for that and that. I don't know. But they look good. I do like looking at all the artwork on these. Looks like they're actually using, stills and stuff like that. But really good stuff. 29 million inhabitants in France. All right, a couple more cards on this deck. All right, and that's that one. Now, the cards, I'm just going to kind of set down on the little side over here because I want to make sure that they don't get damaged. Now, these are the ones that the back sides are all a little bit different. But what they are is they're Coalition Nation victory conditions here. So there's your strategic. Here's one player, victory point. So these are just victory point cards. They just do a little bit back. And there we go. Oh, they're sequence of play. That's good to know. Okay, so let's see if we can get these other ones opened up. That first one opened up really easy. The second one is kind of giving me a little bit of problem. So it looks like there's a perforation on that top. There we go. And it just wasn't perforated enough. It looks like we got still our eras there on the bottom. Whew. There is a lot of cards here. All right. Hope you guys are catching all these and what they are. So this is definitely one of those games that look like it is heavily card driven, which is good. I like games like that. So a lot of text on these. See, and this looks like it's all flavor text down at the bottom is what it looks like now that I'm starting to get a chance to look at it. And that's what's going to be really cool about this one. If this is all this flavor text on this game, I'm going to spend half my time reading the flavor text than I am actually playing the game. It's going to throw me off. Okay. Now, it's got the different icons up here, too. So I don't know if those different icons or different characters are going to have different decks. Not really sure how that's going to play out. But we'll figure it out. All right. But they do look good. Just a couple more cards in this deck. And I will say there's, 260 some cards in this game? There's a lot of cards. And I'm not really seeing any duplicates, which is a good thing too. Like I said, I'm just going to put these here. And I'm going to go through it. When I get everything punched, I'm going to figure out how all these cards are going to be grouped, how they're supposed to be grouped together and make sure they're grouped together correctly. And then I can bag them up nice and easy that way. But I do like some of the artwork back here too. I haven't really showed you any of that, but it's really nice. But yeah, so you have like a little crest back here. So kind of wondering if that's going to be for the different characters. So, all right, we got this deck and one more to go. So let's go through it and see what we got. Okay. And yeah, this up here is probably kind of one of the main things we're going to be dealing with on these cards is going to be my theory. That, and of course, this part down here, you're going to be able to, those are the two parts of the card that are going to be used the most. Which one? I don't know. But man, I am going to be curious to see how this one works out. I will say it looks good. That map, that map is the one that I really want to just start getting everything on that because I think that map looks gorgeous. I'm one of those guys that as a kid, I used to have to get maps everywhere I went. GPS didn't exist, nothing else. So I always had to get maps. Man, at one point, I had this huge collection of maps everywhere. Of course, they'd be all out of date now. But I probably should have kept them. I might still have a couple of them. But yeah, everywhere I went, first thing I did is I bought a map of the location, opened up, and I could just look at it And I was one of those guys where I'm like, okay, I'm here. I want to go here. Okay, let's go. I just get in the car and I drive. And then I got a GPS when I got older, and it broke me. My internal GPS is no more. All right. And this is our last deck, folks. All right, so you only got to listen to me for just another minute here while we go through these cards. And then we'll be done. Then it'll be everything in this game. But, oh, it looks good. Yeah. And I'll tell you what, man, we played some really good Napoleon games too. So I'm excited to play this one. All the Napoleon games I've played have all been just so fun. Super fantastic. And of course, with this one, you know, I'm kind of curious on this one how it's going to play. If it's like, what, 3 to 5 player. Kind of want to play this at the 5 player count, hopefully. Because, yeah, that seems like it would be the most fun. I don't know. So if any of you played this game or know, what do you think the best player count is for this game? 3 players, 4 players, 5 players? Is it going to matter? I don't know. So I like these type of games where it doesn't matter. That's probably my favorite thing. And there you go. And that, folks, is everything you're going to get inside this box. I got to make sure not to tip this thing up, or else these cards are all going to get scattered all over the place. Oh, hey, we got these secret aim cards. I didn't do anything with those. All right, so let's take a quick look at those real fast. I think, are they the same? Nope, they're all different. Okay. All right. And whoa, just slid right out of my hand. Oh, and these are for the short game. So if you want to play the short game or the long game, I like that. Some of these games get super long and they give you the option to play a shorter or a long game. Fantastic. But there you go. Okay, so let's get these back in the box over here. Let's get this back in here, and I'm going to get these little tokens. I'll end up getting those put in their bag. But that's it, folks. That is everything you're going to get inside of Napoleon's Conquest. Oh, this game looks fantastic. I just got to remember not to tip this thing up or move it until I get those cards taken care of, because I really don't want them scattering all over the place. But there you go. All right. Well, let's head back up top. Let's close this out. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is Napoleon's Conquest by Fellowship of Simulations. And I got to tell you, this looks fantastic. I mean, that map looks super busy, but honestly, I don't think it's going to be so bad, because really all you're doing is paying attention to those borders, and you're just putting your counters on there and going from section to section. But it looks amazing. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. And there are so many cards. You know, I did get the cards sorted and organized. They're in little bags, so don't worry. Everything's good inside this box. But when I was going through that, I did see, and there is so many cards in this game, but you're not using all of them during every game. So there's going to be a lot of replay to this, which is going to be really, really nice, because not every card's being played in every game, from what I can see, if I read all that correctly. But hey, I'll tell you what, this looks fantastic. Can't wait to get it to the table, because I've always enjoyed all the Napoleon games I've been playing so far. Well, thank you once again for joining me today on The Discriminating Gamer. As always, I please ask you to like these videos on YouTube, on Board Game Geek, on Facebook, and also on X. I please ask you to leave a comment on any one of those platforms, and we'll get to those comments just as soon as you can, or we can. And also, if you like the videos that we provide you here and you haven't subscribed to our channel, we please ask you to go ahead and click on the subscription button, and even click on the bell and be notified when we drop new videos. Also, if you like the content that I provide, I do also post videos on my own channel. I'll do some unboxing, some reviews, and also some playthroughs over there. And it's just stuff for my personal collection. There'll be a link in the details down below. So what did the plant say when it woke up in the morning? This'll be a good day.